for the exact date when it drops?
It's October 3rd.
Yes, that's an Easter egg, Mean Girls Day. But also 10 plus 3 does equal Tay's favorite number. There's 12 new tracks, and some fans think they contain takedowns.
It's everything that was going on behind the curtain.
The theory, Ruin the Friendship, may be about a Blake Lively fallout amid her Justin Baldoni lawsuit. And that Opalite could be about strain with Miles Teller's wife, Kelly, who gave Tay an opal for her 34th birthday.
I'm never going to plant an Easter egg that ties back to my personal life. It's always going to be towards music. I love to plan. But I also do love surprises. The Easter eggs thing is getting a little Zodiac killer at this point.
Taylor Swift's new album drop has set the internet on fire. Get this, Swifties are convinced Taylor made a diss track dedicated to her now former friend Blake Lively. The speculation only got juicier after Taylor's recent appearance on the New Heights podcast, where she dropped subtle hints about the album's themes, heartbreak, shifting dynamics, and friendships that don't feel the same anymore. Meanwhile, Blake has been dealing with some messy legal drama of her own making, and fans can't help but wonder if the tension spilt over into their personal lives. The two, once Hollywood's ultimate girl power duo, known for hanging out, double dates, and playful social media exchanges, haven't been spotted together in ages. So what happened? Did Blake's legal drama ruin their friendship? Guys, you'd better grab your seats and let's dive straight into the drama Noon saw coming and figure out why these former BFFs, Taylor Swift and Hollywood's biggest mean girl, Blake Lively, are now seemingly sworn enemies. Now, Taylor Swift has never needed much to get the internet buzzing, but with the announcement of her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, she sent the rumor mill into overdrive, and this time it's not just about her music. Fans are convinced there's trouble in paradise between Taylor and her longtime friend, Blake Lively. The speculation was seemingly confirmed after Taylor's rare appearance on the New Heights podcast, hosted by her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. Swifties know Taylor is famously selective about interviews, so when she showed up to chat about the new album, the anticipation was sky high, and it delivered within hours. The episode racked up a staggering 14 million views in just a day, proving the world is still hanging on her every word. But it wasn't just the what of the interview, it was the who and the how. When Taylor unveiled the cover art and track list, one title jumped out like a flashing neon sign: Ruin the Friendship. Now, fans immediately began connecting dots, wondering if the song could be about Blake. And I am telling you, the comments went nuts when they heard this. Just take a look at some of these comments. Taylor is amazing, I grew with her. And Lively is fake. Taylor, you are better off without her. Blake, who? Shame on Blake for visiting her drama on Swift. If it is about Miss Lively, then good riddance to a fair weather friend. Who wants a friend that bails as soon as something serious happens and you need them to get involved? Taylor Swift is shallow and Miss Lively is better off. Oh, karma! Blake was fully prepared to go all out and ruin a man's life with false allegations, after all evidence points that she was the devil on that set in every way. Of course, this song is about Blake. Blake did Taylor dirty. She lied to everyone and said TS was super involved and wanted this casting, this person fired, this rewrite done, etc. Taylor had nothing to do with it. It was Blake throwing her name around every chance she could to gain power. That's not a friend, that's a user and abuser. Bravo, Taylor, for letting that psycho go. Now, these two have a storied history. Blake directed Taylor's I Bet You Think About Me music video, and one of her daughters is literally immortalized in Taylor's song Gorgeous. Their friendship has been cemented in pop culture for years until recently, but it is no secret that the pair haven't been seen together in public for quite some time, and Blake's been caught up in her own swirl of legal drama that's been splashed across the headlines. To recap the drama, the It all kicked off in December 2024 when the It Ends With Us co-stars, and in Baldoni's case, director, went from smiling on red carpets to squaring off in court. Blake Lively accused accused Baldoni of harassment and waging a smear campaign against her, while Baldoni clapped back with a countersuit, alleging defamation and extortion. The battle's been messy, loud, and very, very public, and here's where things take a sharp turn into Taylor Swift territory. Somewhere in the middle of this legal chaos, Baldoni's legal team filed a complaint, which was later tossed out, that claimed Taylor had pressured him to agree to Lively's script changes for the movie. Lively's camp was quick to call that categorically false, but by then the headlines had already tied Taylor's name to the fight. In Baldoni's countersuit, text messages between him and Lively surfaced, and fans immediately zoomed in on one bizarre exchange. In it, Blake seemingly refers to Taylor as one of her dragons, casting herself as Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. Blake was basically saying that Taylor is a powerful ally she can unleash when needed. Whether that was playful banter or a not-so-subtle threat is anyone's guess. But the optics sent the tabloids crazy. From that moment on, the Swift-Lively friendship was under a magnifying glass. Now here's where the drama gets even messier. By May 2025, tensions were already sky high, but Baldoni's legal team decided to raise the stakes. They tried to subpoena Taylor Swift herself. Suddenly, the world's biggest pop star was being dragged into a Hollywood court battle she had nothing to do with, or so her camp insisted. Swift's rep wasted zero time firing back, calling the whole move nothing more than a stunt for tabloid clickbait. And then came the scorching statement they put out. Taylor Swift never set foot on the set of this movie. She was not involved in any casting or creative decisions. She did not score the film. She never saw an edit or made any notes on the film. She did not even see It Ends With Us until weeks after its public release, and was traveling around the globe during 2023 and 2024, headlining the biggest tour in history. In other words, Swift's team basically said, "Nice try, but leave Taylor out of your mess." Still, the very fact that her name was now officially tied to the courtroom circus only fueled more speculation. Anyway, while both Taylor and Blake have avoided outright beefing in the press, the shift in tone is undeniable. Things got even messier when Taylor's dad got involved in the drama. He reportedly stepped in and even gave information to Justin Baldoni's legal team to get Taylor out of the mess. That tells you just how serious things had gotten. Suddenly, what looked like a celebrity friendship squabble had turned into a full-on strategic operation, with lawyers, reps, and families all maneuvering behind the scenes. Even though the judge eventually tossed out the claims about Blake's alleged threats, the damage was already done. The whispers, the speculation, the screenshots that fans swear they've seen, it all fed into the narrative that this friendship was no longer the cozy, supportive sisterhood we thought it was. From once inseparable Hollywood besties to cautiously cordial acquaintances, insiders hint that the damage may be less about the legal drama itself and more about the way it forced both women into uncomfortable positions. For Taylor, being dragged into a lawsuit over a film she had no creative hand in was an uninvited detour from her tightly curated public image. For Blake, navigating a high-profile feud while one of her closest friends became collateral damage has likely left a lingering sense of guilt and awkwardness. By June, a source told People magazine that Taylor and Blake were working toward being on good terms, but their friendship was not the same as it was before. Anyways, as many fans have pointed out, everyone's fixated on the song Ruin the Friendship, but then there's another song canceled just sitting there on the track list like a neon sign screaming, "This is about someone." It's impossible not to connect the dots when Taylor herself said these songs are drawn from her real-life experiences during her last tour. During her New Heights podcast chat, Taylor made it clear she wanted the whole album to feel the way my life felt, which is both incredibly poetic and incredibly tantalizing for anyone trying to decode her drama. And let's be honest, when Taylor casually drops that she's used to ending up in headlines about situations she had nothing to do with, yeah, nobody thinks that's a random observation. It's classic Taylor. She'll never spill the tea outright, but she'll leave just enough lyrical breadcrumbs for the internet to lose its mind connecting them back to her real life. As the countdown to The Life of a Showgirl gets closer, the mystery swirling around Taylor Swift and Blake Lively just keeps getting getting messier and juicier. What started as a tight Hollywood friendship between two A-listers has turned into a headline-generating saga filled with legal drama, pointed speculation, and now possibly a lyrical tell-all. What makes all this even more dramatic is Taylor's own admission that this album was shaped by her off-stage life during her recent tour, a period that, for anyone paying attention, was surrounded by swirling rumors about her friendship with Blake. Now, the thing is, Taylor's never been one to lay it all out in plain language. She gives us breadcrumbs. It's part of what makes her albums feel like treasure maps to her personal life. But this time, the context is impossible to ignore. Between Blake's messy legal battle with Justin Baldoni, the rumors about leaked texts, and the alleged behind-the-scenes tension, it's no wonder Swifties think the music might be more than just storytelling. Even so, there's a chance Taylor's playing 4D chess with us all. For every fan convinced Ruin the Friendship is about Blake, there's another insisting it's a red herring meant to distract from an entirely different story. But no matter which camp you're in, one thing's clear. Taylor has mastered the art of turning real-life tension into chart-topping intrigue. So, what's really going on between Taylor and Blake? Has this friendship truly run its course, or is this just another case of the internet doing what it does best, overanalyzing? Either way, we all know where we'll be at midnight on release day. Headphones in, lyrics pulled up, dissecting every word like it's the Da Vinci Code. What do you think? Is the life of a showgirl about to give us answers, or just leave us with even more delicious questions? Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget to check out our other videos for even more drama. Till next time, bye.